It is 12:12 right now. We're looking live out at Coeur d'Alene. You can see the wind is moving out there. We're also seeing pretty significant cloud cover to start off our afternoon and expecting the possibility of some more rain and snow in the forecast, really dependent on where you are. But right now at the noon hour, cloudy skies are what we're seeing for the most part. Some people are even seeing a little bit of the sun come out, but that little ominous round of green weather moving in, that's all rain off toward moving into central Washington, Ephrata right now, then continuing on into Ritzville, and shortly by about 3, 4, 5 p.m. we're going to see it in the Spokane area. Here's the view out towards Snoqualmie Pass, though. We've been talking about how those passes are seeing some rough conditions, to say the least, and this continues now over Snoqualmie at the noon hour. If you're making pass travel plans, make sure to factor in the possibility of a little bit of a slower commute, some traffic along the roadways, or just in need of maybe some different tires, right? Some traction tires, or at least your snow kit to be able to be ready for any winter weather on the way. Rain so far between midnight and now your 12 noon hour. We're at 12/100ths in Spokane, a 1/4 inch in Coeur d'Alene, 6/100ths in Pullman, and 1/100th in Omak and Lewiston. Out at Mount Spokane, they've got over 5 inches of fresh snow at their snow meter out there, where things are looking really nice. As we talked about, a lot of those area ski resorts going to be open as we head into this weekend. So you kind of have to decide which one you're in favor of. Of course, mountain passes are a bit treacherous, but at the same time, those ski resorts are getting the snow that they need to be able to open up. Rain chances over our next 12 hours are best just around 3 and 4 p.m. You can see we jump up to 90%. Here in Spokane, we've got that rain symbol all the way through the night. That is because our temperatures are going to be too warm to sustain much snow. That's why we're keeping our chances of snow pretty minimal. You can see all the green that moves around the Spokane area because of how warm the temperatures are, but notice how much blue there is on there simply because of colder temperatures and colder air. So by about 3 p.m., we're seeing much of the snow falling across the higher elevations through the North Idaho panhandle. Rain is going to be traveling across the state, including around the Spokane area. So here's 6 p.m., a good chance of rain around our neck of the woods. Up to the north of us, though, plenty of spots going to be tracking some snow. So that's the closer you are really to the international border, the better shot you've got at some snow. Over the Cascades, we're going to continue to see the occasional snow flurry and then quick moving, just kind of dump of snow that they get over those mountain tops. By the time we get into your early Friday morning and then Friday afternoon, we're going to stick with those isolated snow showers across North Idaho and into western Montana. Most of eastern Washington and central Washington going to be dry for your Friday afternoon. It looks like by the time we get into Saturday, we stick with the occasional snow showers across the mountains, not too much affecting lowland elevations by the time we get to Friday and onward. High temperatures by this afternoon, we're going for 40. That's what we're really hoping for. 42 for Spokane, 40 for Coeur d'Alene, 43 in Ritzville, 36 in Omak. Notice the colder air is up to the north of us. That's why they're seeing a better chance of snow, whereas rain is to the south of us. A high of 49 in Lewiston. 52 degrees, breaking into the 50s in Walla Walla. Good for you guys. 7-day forecast shows, though, that the cool down is on the way. We've got a steady cool down between now and about your Sunday. That's when we average out to about normal, but that's also when we see skies dry out quite a bit. So there's a good chance that for the weekend and the beginning of next week, we'll actually be able to see a little bit of the sun come out. Going to be a good chance over the next about 48 hours for a lot of that snow to melt. So we're moving toward improved conditions across many of those mountain resorts and mountain passes if you're making travel plans. So you may want to hold off a bit before going over the mountains until about the weekend.